Hello, hello. Welcome to the replay. Sorry about that light. Let me fix ya. There you go. It's very dark outside here in Houston because it's been rainy and thunderstormy for a long time. And so now I'm having to use my indoor light instead of my nice natural light. But that's okay. We'll roll with it, right? Welcome, welcome. Everyone, as you're joining, pop in the chat. Let me know your name, where you're coming from, what you write. Do you write blogs? Do you write articles? Do you write books? Tell me what you write. And we are gonna, no matter what you write, whether it's short stuff, blogs, or long stuff, books, I'm gonna give you something today that's totally gonna change the way that you write. I promise. I'm not hyping it up. I do not hype. I don't even know how to do hype. I'm so low-key that I physically cannot do hype. But this will, I promise, change your life. I do this with every single one of my clients and help them track their progress, to give you a little hint. And every single person is like, if they actually implement this over the course of at least 3 or 4 weeks, they look back and they're like, wow, I can trace my progress back to starting to use this one tool. And it usually, it doubles or triples the amount of words that you produce in a week. So be excited. All right, so what we're talking about, as y'all are coming in, let me know your name, where you're from. Thanks for the hearts. Oh, yeah. Intro time. I always forget to do this. I need like a little reminder or something. Thanks for the hearts, guys. If you like what we're talking about, you double tap the screen and that pops up hearts and it makes me happy. And it lets me know that you're engaged and that you like what we're talking about. I'm Morgan Giss McDonald. I am a writing coach, editor, and author. I run my business and my blog where I talk all things writing and books over at paperravenbooks.com. Thanks for those yellow hearts. I'm liking this energy. We're doing good today, right? Rainstorms or no in Houston. It's really rainy and cloudy here. So I'm trying to keep my energy up, but it's good. Okay, so you can find out all about me, my business, and my blog, paperravenbooks.com. I take scope notes so that you don't have to take notes, and I post them on my website. Let me show you the address. But it's mirror image, so let me flip you around. paperravenbooks.com/periscope. You'll find scope notes, you'll find replays, you'll find transcripts of all my best scopes. And you'll find the free tool that we're talking about today there too. So if you're watching the replay, you can go ahead and head over there. But this is the question I get asked all the time. How much should I be writing? And you've probably even read, books and articles and stuff that everyone has their own opinion. And a lot of people will say you need to write 500 words every single day. And I don't think that. I actually think that if you convince yourself that there's this certain quota that you have to meet every single day, every day is going to be a potential for you to fail and then feel terrible about whether or not you failed. And so I don't advocate setting a daily writing goal because every day is so different. You've got you wake up sick, one of your kids wakes up sick. You have this emergency at work, the car won't start. Stuff happens every day. And we need to relax and acknowledge that we have to just roll through every day doing kind of the best we can. So I don't set daily goals. Instead, I recommend setting weekly goals. And I like weekly because it allows for some flexibility. It's okay, Monday was a terrible day, but I'm not going to feel bad about it because I know that I still have this number of days in the week. And so there's almost like a backup plan kind of built into this. Thanks for the hearts, guys. That's awesome. So if you like what we're talking about, tap that screen. Let's do hearts. So I recommend that if you want to make a time log, a good way to be accountable. That's right. That is exactly where we're headed. You, sir, know what you were talking about. You've been doing this writing thing for a while. Yes. So I recommend 3,000 to 5,000 words per week. I do recommend that you count words just because you need some form of measurement. You need some sort of data. It can't all be qualitative how I felt about writing. If you rely on how you felt about your writing week, you're going to go one of two ways. You're either going to be naturally optimistic or naturally pessimistic about your writing. And the optimistic side is going to be oh yeah, I'm doing awesome. I'm making all this progress. And you're not. The pessimistic side is going to say, oh, this is terrible. I'm not making any progress, when you are. Neither is realistic. So if you have some sort of quantifiable data, word count, number of hours the number of minutes that you wrote this week, then you can have a much more realistic picture of how much progress you're actually making. So I recommend 3,000 to 5,000 words per week. For some people, for most people, this comes out to 3 to 5 hours a week total. And sometimes it's less than that. Honestly, I write about 1,000 words an hour. No, more than that. I write about 1,500 to 2,000 words an hour. So that's less for me. But everyone's different. Everyone's process is different. Faster is not better. I have to do a lot of editing when I go back in. So faster is not better. You just need to get to know your own pace. 3,000 to 5,000 words per week. Estimate 3 to 5 hours per week. And it does not matter, truly, truly, truly does not matter if you write 30 minutes every day or 5 hours on a Saturday. Like, there's no evidence, anecdotal or study or whatever, that shows that one method of writing is better than another. It's what works for you and for your schedule. The key is, and this is a huge key, you have to keep track. You have to track your progress. This means every single time that you sit down to write, you're writing down the date, you're writing down the time, you're writing down the number of minutes that you're writing, and you write down the word count goal. Okay, so I'm actually going to flip you around. I'm going to show you a spreadsheet that I created. I will show you the one that I actually used when I was writing my book, and then I will show you where you can get your own free template. It's really just a Google sheet, and you can copy and paste it. Don't lie. Don't lie about what? I don't lie. Well, I mean, I lie to my kids sometimes, but that's really just to make them feel better about life. Okay, so I'm going to flip you around and show you first the progress tracking sheet that my minutes. Oh, yeah. I do write fast, but if that's what you're talking about. But that doesn't, when you're writing I see what you're saying. This is the hard part about the chat, is you guys get like 100 characters, and I have to like make sense of your 100 characters. It's not your fault. Right. When you are creating your progress sheet, you can't lie. You have to be honest, because that's the only way you're going to see your patterns and see where you can adjust. So let me flip you around now. Okay. So this was writing my book in 8 weeks. This was not a super long book, I will let you know. It ended up being about 30,000 words. So I was not, writing a magnum opus or anything. This was an ebook that was designed to give all of my best coaching advice and to generate leads for my business and to help people to write their book. So that was the purpose of this book. Oh, sorry, you fell. Okay. This is in Google Sheets. I shared this Google Sheet with my accountability partner, and we talked through it every week, and that made a huge difference also. So I had week 1. I had the date. You can see I started on February 16th, and I like to write the day of the week, so I have Monday here, so that I can start to see patterns over whether the weekday or the weekend is better for me. Smart, yeah, Shalon says smart to share for accountability. Yes, Google Sheet is great for that. The time, the number of minutes, and I actually set a timer often, so my minutes are pretty rounded because I sit down and I set a timer as soon as I start, and then the word count. I also add a few other notes, what I was working on at that time, and then, so I add all those up, and then I get a words at the end of the week. And then I have a weekly review that I did at the end of every week, and I said, I don't know if you can see that. Can I zoom on? Ooh, I can zoom. Okay. Hopefully that helps. Did I meet my word count? Yes. What were my results? I did free writing, and I created my rough organization. What were my struggles? Focus. What are my goals for next week? Finished rough organization. Thanks for the hearts, guys. So you can see that, and you can see, sometimes I didn't meet my word count goal. But I would still, even if I didn't meet my goal, I would still tell myself, what did I accomplish? It's important to focus on what you did accomplish. And then talk about what my struggles were. Here I said, need to find 2 days when I can do multiple writing sessions. So I was trying to do one each day in the morning, but then if I skipped a day, it's like, well, shoot, now I need to do a double one, a double session. Because I write in 25-minute chunks. Okay, and then my goal for next week, which chapters I wanted to finish drafting. Okay, so if you want one of these for your own writing progress, go to sorry, paperravenbooks.com/periscope. Thanks, Shalon. Oh, I'm over here trying to zoom out on my computer on my trackpad. And I'm like, why is this trackpad not working? Okay, so you can see I'm going to get the replays up. When the replays are up, they look like that. But I'm a little bit behind. This has been a very busy week. If you go to Scope Notes for this is today's how many words and hours should you be writing? If you go to Scope Notes, it'll open up an Evernote file. I literally just share the Evernote file with you. I'm sorry I'm lazy, but it works and it's fast. Thanks, Shalon, for putting that in. Okay, so, the link didn't become a hyperlink. I'm sorry. I'm going to fix that. Let me fix that for you after we get off this. But if you just type in paperravenbooks.com/progress, I have created a blank Google Sheet for you, and you can take that and just copy and paste it and start using it yourself and share it with a buddy. And I also gave you the link to my own Google Sheet so that you can peruse it if you're interested. That is literally the Google Sheet. Hi from France. You're welcome, Aisha. Okay, that is literally, truly, honestly, the Google Sheet that I used when I was writing my book. Okay, I did go back and take out the typos, but you'll see in that Google Sheet that I did not meet my word count every week. I just didn't. Life is busy. But you know what? I did finish my book. And that's the important thing, is that the word count sheet helps you to see the big picture in all of this. Because it's so easy to get bogged down in the day-to-day, and at the end of the day you think, oh, I didn't do my writing. And then you feel terrible about yourself. Instead, you need to take a deep breath, back up, and say, okay, I didn't do my writing today, but I still have the rest of the week, and honestly, I've already written 12,000 words. I am making progress. So if you tend toward the pessimistic side, which is fine, there's nothing wrong with being pessimistic, then this helps you sort of maintain that positive outlook on your writing and say, yes, I am making progress. So even if you don't meet your word count goal every week, you can still finish writing a book. I promise. I did it. Most of my weeks I did not meet my word count goal. And so my spreadsheet that started out as I will write my book in 6 weeks became I will write my book in 8 weeks, and then I think it actually took me 10. But you know what? It took me 10 weeks, and I finished it. It's totally fine. It's not a big deal. So we need to learn to minimize the things that are not a big deal, and then celebrate the things that we do accomplish and are a big deal. So that's my message for you guys today. It's a little bit busy today, so I'm not going to hang around for a Q&A, but hit me up on Twitter at MorganGMac. I'll be on a little bit later today and answering any questions. So go to, thanks, Shalon. Yes, measuring so that we can have perspective. It's so true because we skew our own experiences. And it's just, we need to be nicer to ourselves. We need to grant ourselves some grace. We're doing a good job. We're making progress. So keep that in mind. Hit me up on Twitter at MorganGMac, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to do another scope tomorrow. I haven't decided what we're scoping about. I'm trying to plan ahead, but it'll be awesome. So join me tomorrow, lunchtime writing scope. Follow me if you're not already, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Thank you.